My goal for the upcoming school year is to prepare myself for studying overseas in Portugal during my senior year.
My goal for the upcoming year is to get sponsored by Active Ride Shop.
I'm going to be the first member in my family to graduate high school and go to college.
I think it's important to go back to China because I really want to visit my friends and my foster family.
My goal this year is to do some awesome stuff with my band and just make major progress and get some exposure.
I tell blind teenagers that their lives belong to them.
It's all about mental perception, because being blind, I can piece things together really well in my mind.
Like, I can do, most anything a sighted person can do. I mean, that doesn't really affect much. It's just, I do it differently.
I think it's important for a person with a disability to have a dream. It will motivate them to pursue that one thing they want to do.
I think it's important to get away from this idea that blindness means living in the dark. Does a blind individual dream visually the same way that a sighted person does? They do have a certain image in their mind.
My dreams are rich and detailed and full. I see life differently than a sighted person. Therefore, I do dream differently than a sighted person.
So it's basically just the same thing as when I'm awake, just I'm not awake.
I skate better in my dreams because that's what I strive for.
I could see the colors, the shapes, if I remember someone's face.
I think you learn from dreaming, if you go deep enough, that your life has a bigger story, it has an origin and a purpose.
So just simply closing your eyes and thinking that that's what a blind person is going through, I think is really an oversimplification.
The reason sighted people underestimate blind people is because they underestimate their own abilities to function when they close their eyes and have no training.
Most people have been wondering, you're blind, how do you skate?
I feel like having a visual impairment is really hard for your peers to understand.
Underestimation is wrapped up in stigma.
The educational opportunities for blind students today is horrible.
They had said that geometry was inappropriate for me because it was too visual and I probably wouldn't do well.
They're not given the resources that they need. It's a lot easier to let the students like Karina go.
I felt angry because I felt like I should have the right to go to school. And it sucked. It's like, hey, everyone else is in middle school. What about me?
13-year-olds don't know their rights. The parents think their school district is doing the best they can.
We're talking about the education of a kid that's going to have lifetime consequences.
That's it, you get one shot.
Our unemployment rate is in excess of 70%.
If any other segment of the population had that figure of 70%, it would just be a scandal.
We're not having a lot of success overcoming society's biases.
Blindness is just one more facet of the normal human condition.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's not some aberration. It's not some experience which is lacking. It is just one other way of being human. And now let's get on with life.
I believe that there are very few impossibilities in this world. I do believe that nearly everything is possible.